Okay, gonna work on the Mini's front bumper lip today. I'm gonna do a garage door lip, pretty common. Do it a lot on a lot of cars for fun. Here, this car's got one. You can see it. Get a good idea what it's gonna look like. But I've been meaning to do it for a while, but this is our project car, and it's just now finally got a real bumper on it. So it's time we can do it. So do it a quick shot, see what happens here. Should look pretty good. So first thing I want to do is take some alcohol, just basic cheap Walmart alcohol, 91%. There's a 70, I think 70%. That works too. Not a big deal. Just want to clean off. I just did back to black on the bumper earlier today, so I want to make sure I don't have any residue on it. This is a good job. Clean up all the junk. There we go. Likely going to start right at the edge over here. Yeah. If the bumper gets removed, the whole piece comes out together, so it's not a big deal. And on Minis, it's pretty common to remove the bumper. Call it front end service mode. Pretty much any work you do any major work you do on the engine, you kind of need it. Supercharger work, intakes, and it's helpful when you do the belt. Not required, but it's pretty tight, so it's hard to work in there. I want to just make sure I get it really good. I don't want that double static tape to come undone or anything. That should be good. Let it dry for a minute. Meanwhile, I'll take some measurements. Okay. So this is garage door lip, they call it. It usually, if you see it on the bottom of the garage, there's like a rubber lip. You get these at Home Depot. They usually, since we like to do it for fun, they usually get like the 16-foot one. I don't remember what it costs. It's not that expensive. Anyway, I think the tape's probably more expensive. Use the 3M double-sided tape. Holds really well. Anyway, so I just want to start right here. So I just want to, you can do it anywhere you want. I mean, it's not a big deal. Just your preference. You know, you can start here. So I'm going to start here just for fun. Kind of like that's what it's going to look like. Looks pretty cool. Adds a neat look to it. And it's cheap. If you don't like it, pull it out. Simple as that. I have the tape here from a previous project, just to make it easier. Actually, I'll just leave it on. And then, so what I like to do is just give it a quick measure, see how much I'm going to need. That way I don't overdo it. This is probably the last piece I'm going to do with the lip anyway, so, but I don't want to waste tape, so about here's what I need. I'll do a little extra because I don't want to have a problem. Not too short is not good. Sometimes when you're putting it on it, you kind of pull it as you go, so it stretches, so it's actually going to be longer than I do it, but it's alright. And then, so you could do this however you want. You could probably do it like this too, but it sticks out more this way, I think, and this looks kind of cool because it's got this little tapered end, so it looks kind of neat. But you do it to your preference. On eBay and stuff, you'll see these, you know, pre-sized for your car or something. They'll sell them for like $30 or $40. All it is stuff you get at Home Depot, so it's a waste of money. They might already put the tape on for you, so it makes it easier and cheaper, but this tape lasts me a long time, so I don't mind keeping it. Okay. It's going to be a little bit of a pain. Looks like we've done some butchering on this. I'm just going to cut this out and throw it away. Okay, start here. Alright, so it's best if you kind of do it flat. Doesn't really. So I found it better to go as close to the edge as you can, because some of the tape may show up on the edge of the lip when you do it. So what I do is just kind of go, keep it as close to the edge as possible as I'm going. And then it sticks pretty quickly and pretty easily. Found this trick years ago on the forums, and then somebody figured out they could sell it, so they started pre-cutting it and selling it. But it really started out as a garage door lip. It was never, I don't think it was ever really like a real mod that, you know, people decided the garage door is cheaper or anything like that. It actually started out as a garage door lip. Kind of cool, and it adds a really cool dimension because it makes your car look a little lower, and it's easy to, in case you hit like a curb or something, or like a, you know, those cement parking stop things, it just bends, it doesn't break anything, and if it gets torn up after a while, just pull it out and do a new one, or don't do it at all if you get tired of it. We've done it on several cars, but not all cars. The reason is not every car is gonna look good with this, because some cars have, like, this one has a nice flat surface all the way around, but if your bumper's like contoured and has different shapes, then it's gonna be hard to do something like this. And likelihood is that if your car's already got some kind of contour to it, the bumper, it already looks good as it is. You don't need to do this. So, having a hard time here. There we go. Might be better to do on a table or something, but just having fun, so it doesn't. I don't really worry about how it's going to look down here anyway. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get it as close as possible. Okay, so almost done. And it might be a little easier if you have a helper, but you can do it yourself. It's not a big deal. Cut off the excess here. Oops, got a little up there on. It's alright. So, this roll I think used to be like 15 bucks. And the rubber lip is usually around 15 bucks for like 16 feet or so. Usually you can get 2 cars out of one roll of the rubber stuff, and then I don't know, 2-3 cars out of this stuff. It's pretty. If you're gonna do it on 2-3 cars, or do it a couple times, then it's worth it. All right, so I'm just gonna slowly peel the tape off and just work my way. Just do it the way I like as I see it. That's all. Not a big. It's hard to run some cars because, you know, they're more, like I said, more contoured bumpers and things. But a car like this is gonna be real easy, hopefully. And then this is a little bit of a pain. You have to kind of. Here we go. Got it started. Okay. Now, it's probably better for me not to peel it all the way, because I don't want to get dirt on this. So I'll just peel it as I go. It should be okay. So I think I decided I want to start right around here. I want to get it as close to the edge as I can. Remember I was telling you about seeing the tape at the end, so I mean, again, it's not a big deal, but you know, you will see the tape a little bit, and after a while it'll probably blend in, or tape will get a little dirty or something. It won't look so bad. Well, it won't show up as much, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But here, and then sometimes at the edge here, just because of the pressure, it wants to peel. So what I'll do is I'll get one of those like clamps, and I'll clamp it here like for a few hours or something. That'll help. And looking pretty good so far. I'm sure there's hundreds of videos on YouTube how to do this, but one more can't hurt. This stuff out of my way. See what I mean about dirt? So the less you pull out, the better. And then I still managed to get a little bit of dust on here. It's alright though. And again, you want to do this to your liking, so if you want it in a little bit more or out a little bit more, I kind of like it right at the edge. And this tape holds really well after it cures a little bit. It sticks really, really good. Like I said, this was a project we picked up about a year ago, and we've been doing a lot of work with it, and we've had this bumper off I don't know how many times now. We probably will take it off again, but we wanted to wait until we get most of the work done before we did this. So here we are. It's all right. And like I said, I cut a little extra, so I have a little bit of waste, but that's all right. Get this over here. My scissors. I'll cut it straight. You can cut it like an angle, but I'll cut it straight because I think that's the way I have it on the other side, so at least it doesn't look too different. It's not sticking at all over here, so I must have something. This. May have to redo some of this here because either it didn't clean it well, or the edge. Okay. Or we didn't have the bumper in right. There we go. It's actually sticking. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a little bit of, it's not sticking here at all, so I'm gonna probably, yeah, it's gotten dirty. The easiest way to do this is just go ahead and pull off some of this. Throw that away. I have this here anyway. Hopefully it'll just come right off. Yeah, it will. Get the excess off in a minute here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go grab a couple of those little clamps I'm talking about. You know, plastic clamps you buy at Harbor Freight or whatever. I'll just get two and put one over here, one on the other side. And like I said, it wants to come off right away. At the beginning it looks like it's going to come off or something, but after it dries for a couple of hours, it's nice. It just gets pretty snug. And just wait and take a look. And that's what it looks like. Looks pretty good.